Have you ever stopped to feel the strange tension that lives inside us? The sense that even earning more today than you did a few years ago, financial peace always seems to be just one step ahead of you? Have you noticed that no matter how hard you try, no matter how much you work, the feeling at the end of the month is almost always the same, that it's never enough? It's a silent restlessness, a kind of thirst that never goes away. We live in a deeply paradoxical modern dilemma. We have more access to credit, consumption, and possibilities than any generation before us, and yet we carry on our shoulders a level of anxiety and a sense of scarcity that our grandparents may have never known. Psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor Viktor Frankl gave a name to the root of this suffering: existential vacuum. He noticed that often what we truly lack is not resources, but direction. When we don't know why we live, when we lack a greater meaning to guide us, we desperately try to buy small moments of relief to fill that emptiness. It's as if we were living in emotional desert, seeking hydration from wells we know are dry. The more we consume in an attempt to quench that thirst, the more dehydrated our soul feels. And what if your problem, this chronic sense of lack, has nothing to do with how much money you have in the bank, but with the way your soul has been taught to see, to use, and to place impossible expectations on it?
1. Money has become identity, and that's an impossible weight to carry. Somewhere along the way, we were subtly taught to confuse our worth with our purchasing power. Modern culture, almost invisibly, welded our identity to our ability to consume. What you wear, the car you drive, the places you go, all of these stopped being just style choices and became public declarations of who you are or who you wish to be. We've internalized this message so deeply that we now carry the worth of our soul in our bank statements, and that has become an impossible burden to sustain. Neuroscience shows us that when we buy something new, our brain releases a small wave of dopamine, a hormone that gives us a sense of pleasure and reward. It's a fleeting glow, a chemical relief for our restlessness. But that feeling is short-lived, and the brain quickly returns to its original state, often with a slight sense of emptiness. What remains is a kind of emotional hangover, a return to dissatisfaction that drives us to seek the next purchase, the next wave of relief, creating an endless cycle of desire and frustration. Here's where the wound deepens. When you try to prove your worth through what you own, you end up living emotionally in debt, even if your bank accounts are in order. You live under the anxiety of maintaining a standard, the fear of being found out, the constant need to reaffirm your worth through external things. The truth is, money itself is not bad. The problem is what we, in our desperation and emptiness, expect it to fix inside of us.
2. You don't have a financial problem, you have a purpose problem. This search for identity in the things we buy leads us to another truth, deeper and perhaps harder to face. Often, what you believe to be a financial problem is actually a problem of purpose. Money simply slips through your fingers, disappearing into small expenses that promise immediate relief because there's no clear life project giving you direction. When we don't know where we're going, any road will do. And when we don't know what we want to build, any expense feels justifiable in the moment. We live under the law of spiritual scarcity. The more we live on impulse, chasing momentary emotional rewards, the less energy and resources we have to build a life with direction and meaning. Every small purchase made to numb a frustration is one less brick in the house your soul truly longs to inhabit. The prophet Haggai, thousands of years ago, described this condition with a poetic yet brutally accurate image. You earn wages only to put them in a purse with holes in it. That's the feeling, the exhaustion of working hard and seeing the fruit of your labor vanish into emptiness, building nothing solid, nothing lasting. The solution, then, is not in stricter spreadsheets or spending control apps, but in a deeper prior act. It's about mapping your spending not according to what you want to relieve emotionally, but according to what, with God's help, you want to build in your life. It's not about what you need to cut, but about what you want to nurture. When your money begins to serve a purpose, whether that's caring for your family, developing a gift, supporting a cause, or building a peaceful future, the holes in the purse start, miraculously, to close. Money finds a container, a home. It stops being a fugitive and becomes a servant of your mission.
3. You don't honor money. You avoid it, fear it, or idolize it. This absence of purpose reveals an even deeper wound in our relationship with money. Most of us don't manage it. We simply react to it. Money becomes an emotional trigger that dictates our moods instead of being a tool we use with intention and wisdom. This reactivity pushes us into 3 equally toxic postures that keep us stuck in the cycle of never enough. There's the one who runs from money, who avoids it. This is the person who refuses to look at bank statements, who doesn't plan, who changes the subject when finances come up, as if ignorance could somehow erase reality. This avoidance isn't laziness, it's fear. It's an attempt to hide from responsibility and from the mirror that finances can be. At the opposite extreme, there's the one who idolizes money, the soul that sees it as the ultimate solution to life's problems, the source of happiness, security, and self-worth. This person doesn't just use money, they worship it. They place in it a hope that no amount can ever fulfill, giving to a creature the power that belongs only to the Creator. And then there's the one who fears money, carrying a relationship of guilt and shame toward it. This is the person who feels unworthy of prospering, who associates having money with something dirty or selfish, and who often sabotages themselves unconsciously to rid themselves of the discomfort it brings. Whether avoiding, idolizing, or fearing, the problem is the same. We don't honor money. We don't respect it as the powerful tool it is. The truth is, money is a profoundly spiritual instrument. It has no power in itself, but it has an incredible ability to reveal who you are, where your heart is truly headed, and what you truly believe. It is a diagnosis of your soul. That's why the cure is not more control, but a new kind of relationship. It's about establishing a weekly moment of financial cultivation, a time set apart not to control money with an iron fist, but to prayerfully learn to understand it, honor it, and align it with your divine purpose.
And so, we arrive at the heart of our restlessness, the root of the thirst that consumes us. The simple yet overwhelming truth is that money will never be enough when we desperately try to use it to fill voids it was never meant to fill. Inside each of us exists a hunger that no earthly meal can satisfy, a longing with a very specific shape, the shape of eternity. And we spend our lives trying to fit square pieces, like money, success, and consumption, into a whole that has the shape of God. It's an attempt doomed to fail, one that only produces more frustration and more exhaustion. The writer, C.S. Lewis, who explored the human soul with rare honesty, perceived this with brilliant clarity. He wrote, "If I find in myself a desire which no experience in this world can satisfy, the most probable explanation is that I was made for another world." This chronic feeling that it's never enough is not a sign that you're failing financially. It is an echo of your true homeland. It's your soul whispering that it was created for something more, something greater, something eternal. And until you respond to that deep call,
you will keep seeking water in dry wells, water that can only be found in the source of life. Therefore, the peace you long for will not come with your next pay raise, nor with your next great material achievement. It will come when you finally stop running and ask yourself about your true purpose. Money only fulfills its role when you discover yours. It only finds its place when it serves a mission greater than itself. And when you live with purpose, guided by a meaning that transcends the material, something miraculous happens. Even the little becomes enough. Because your joy no longer comes from what you have, but from who you are, and from who, by the grace of God, you are becoming. What is the purpose that, if you embraced it today, would give your money a place of honor and peace?